How we doing, Robust family? And we have a show coming up now, and I know you're gonna love it. But before we continue, can I ask you all to just do me a small favor? I need you to give a robust smash to that like and subscribe button. It helps us a lot, and it makes sure that you do not miss a breakfast show beat. Do it right now, click that button, and I'll see you in the show. See you in a sec.
Joining you on your London commute, The Breakfast Show with Robert Ashitey.
Have a good day, and all my homies gonna ride today, and all these mommies look fly today, and all we wanna do is get by today. Hey, we're gonna have a good day.
It's time to shine. Oh my gosh, what a wardrobe change. What a wardrobe change. Good morning to everybody today. This is your breakfast show. I'm excited to be here, and I hope you enjoyed those tracks this morning. As we're coming back now, we're doing things a bit different, so we have a bit of a wardrobe change in the morning. And I know previously you was listening. Yes, we have a wardrobe change. Yeah, that's how we roll. And I'm just giving me looks up there. We got the one and only Kathleen, our lady of sound, and joining me, the first one parachuting through the glass ceilings of the table of justice is the one and only. It's the Esther. Good morning to you. Good morning to you, lady of joy and gladness. And you don't just do a wave, you do the Queen's wave. How are you feeling this morning, Esther?
Well, as we all know, I'm not a morning person, but
Yeah.
I'm all right.
You're
Got
all
my
right.
energy.
Yeah. That's all we can ask for, Esther. All right, guys. So it is Relationship Power Thursday, and we're gonna go into it right now. We did pose you a morning coffee question. Kat,
Yes.
please remind us of the morning coffee question for today.
The morning coffee question for today is:
Woo!
what are your thoughts of a man taking a lady out for a walk as their first date? Going for a walk.
All right, so guys, that's the question for today. What are your thoughts of a man taking a woman out for a walk on their first date? So, the guy comes up, he pulls in, and the lady comes out looking very nice with high heels, and he's like, you don't need those. Right? You don't, like what we're doing, you don't need those. Like, going for a walk. Might need to go and change. What are your thoughts on that? That's the question we asked everybody today. All right, and as I don't want to see your questions come into the live chat, please send it through to the live chat. We've got them coming thick and fast. I'm going to do a big shout out as good mornings as we go into the morning coffee question. I'm curious to hear what you have to say, Esther. And the psychological aspects of why. And I'm curious to hear what the men have to say concerning this one, because I know men would be like, you have to do it right. Or you mean walk. You have to do it right. Or there might be, come on, man, recession. It's cost of living,
At least a cheeky coffee date or something.
Look, she's already started. Esther's already started. But we're coming to that. Huh?
A picnic.
Okay, we're coming to that. We're coming to that. Let me just see who we got. Let me see who got Esther.
Sorry.
I know it's already overflowing.
Somebody at the door.
There's somebody at the door. It's the one and only Deborah. Good morning to you, Deborah. How you doing, girl?
I am okay. I'm all right, despite the weather kind of trying to blow me.
Changing.
Yeah, it is. But then I started to get really, really hot. Look at him jigging.
It's your music. It's your theme
I
tune.
I can't hear it.
Oh, you can't hear it yet. Yeah,
let me put it on.
whenever your music comes on, I just feel excited. Isn't it,
I
Esther?
know.
It's just that
I need
tune.
a music.
I
need a song.
I know, but your morning music might not
Mine
be like.
will be a little dark though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like them haunted house movies.
Really?
we got to work on that. You need some time.
Oh, it's that.
Yeah. But anyway, great to have you with us, Deborah. We asked a question.
Okay.
On a first date, if a guy comes to take you out on a walk, what are your thoughts on that? All right. Okay. David said, I think it's a nice start and and could go to a restaurant after. I'm looking at all the ladies' eyes. Looking impressed, David. All right, so Tanika says, a walk. I think it's a nice idea, I guess. It's different. Not everyday expensive meals for a first date.
Yeah.
So Tanika, clearly you agree with that, Kat?
Yeah. The whole point of a first date is to get to know the person.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
There's no need to spend extravagant amounts of money just to...
Well,
regret it.
God bless. She ends up being a werewolf at the table. Well, you know what? God bless the man who has his eye on you. Next, there. You are shaking your head. Tell me, open your heart.
Yeah.
Open
Could
your
never
heart.
be me, respectfully.
No?
Yeah. Date, walk. First, I can't concentrate because I'm going to be looking at everything.
Okay.
So I wouldn't be able to concentrate. Two, it's not even a money thing because there's a lot of things that can be done without money. There's
Okay.
like coffee dates.
Yeah.
You could go to like a museum.
Okay. Kat said
Do
the
you know what I mean?
picnic.
There's, exactly.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
even if it's something sitting down, why am I walking for what? Why am I burning calories? Like we're here to talk. We're not here to exercise.
I mean, but you're walking and talking.
No, not for a first date. A first date, nah. Because a first date is when you portray the best of you.
Okay, the type of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're taking me on a walk for what? For a second date, you put me on a treadmill. That's not. No. That's not happening. No. It's not happening. Not with me, mate. I was built big.
Yeah. Go
Yeah.
hard or go home.
And I like
It's like
I
it's
know.
like, hey, Esther, here. We're gonna go on our first date. We're gonna go for what? Here are the trainers. Esther be like,
She'd be like, what?
no. At that point, I would probably take you to a coffee shop and be like, brother, let me take you out. Let me take you out.
You're gonna
on a
take
date.
control.
Since you can't do it, let me do it for you, baby cheeks.
jeez.
Yeah.
Okay, you've made your thoughts clear. I'm coming to you, Deborah. A walk. A guy comes out and says, take you on a walk as a coffee. David, it's not looking so good, is it? With Tanika, Tanika's all right. Kat's all right. Nosifo says it's a good idea. It's the thought that counts for me. Women are different. Mijuli says so that they walk and talk and get to know each other. Maybe he is shy. So maybe he might be a shy person. He just needs to ease his feet into it, you know? But obviously for USA, it'd be like, that's a sign you're not the one. Oh, there's somebody at the door. There's somebody at the door. Deborah, could you-
Oh, you want me to shift over?
yeah, to the next one. All right, we got the one and only, our special guest for today, the one and only Mr. Ignatius. Oh my gosh, look, Mr. Trendy. Look at that, look how he comes in. I love it. Look at that. Look at that. Hey,
The butterfly.
hey, my goodness, there's only one
Wow.
Mr. Ignatius.
Good morning.
He's sprucing himself up. Isn't
Absolutely.
he? Miss
Blossoming.
Apollonia.
Absolutely. I'm telling you, she's done her thing. But while we glory in your attire, I'm just going to let you settle in for a bit and catch your breath for a moment. Because we're asking the question, Mr. Ignatius, if a person was to take a lady for a walk on a first date, what are your thoughts on that? All right. So we had some comments here. Mijuli says, so that they can walk and talk and get to know each other. Maybe he is shy. So the person might be shy and says, instead of going to a restaurant and having that face-to-face, no distraction, to walk and talk. Esther would be like, walk, get those trainers out of my face. Just go, I'm going to take you out to a coffee. That's how you do it.
Not with it.
So everybody's very, very different, So I'll let you marinate on that as we go through these. I know Debs is ready to fire there. We have MC Wise MCR saying, a walk doesn't sound like a bad idea at all. Nice way to take someone out without spending money. Lots of laugh. I wonder if Wise MCR is a female or a male. I'm very curious to find out. Tasha Tanaka says, nah, you better tell me beforehand then. Don't embarrass me like that.
Thank you. I thought I was
Yeah,
the
I
only
agree with
crazy
that.
one here. Do you know what I mean?
Tell me beforehand.
Yeah, you need to know
Tell
where
me
you're going.
I'm gonna spend 2 hours
know
to
how to
get
get
ready
dressed.
to
Yeah.
go on a walk. No, thank you, mate.
Okay, so
Nah,
Tanaka's
brother.
against it. Jessica says, good morning. I wouldn't mind going on a walk, but I'd like to know beforehand, mentally prepare. The walk is good to ask questions and get to know each other. That's Jessica in the Netherlands. So we've got more people agreeing with the one and only Esther. Manchester on the map. Prince says, Richie's laughing. The weather might have changed, but the breakfast show brings sunshine to us in the morning.
Period.
It's true, it's true.
So the
Yeah.
breakfast show vibe,
That's
you know?
it.
Yeah, Candice is laughing. Next time, it's a treadmill. It's true, isn't it? He's like, I've prepared something for us. Come on, have a look at this. You guys are just like on a treadmill to give us a
No, imagine a hike.
the
view.
Yeah, in it. Yeah, my friend.
That's a bit, yeah.
Yeah. It's one of those ones. What are your thoughts? Did I get you, Deborah? What are your thoughts?
As I said, like from what they were saying, I'd need to know where I'm going
Yeah.
and what we're
Yeah.
doing.
Yeah.
Because even if he says, all right, we're going to go for a walk, I'll be prepared Like I might have my water, I might have money. Like
Okay. So you're okay with it?
yeah, I'll be okay. Yeah, because
Okay.
you're starting to get to know this person.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I would like to know that we're going on a walk. I don't want to. If they're saying, "Oh, we're going to go out," and
Yeah.
and then there's no food, and I'm expecting food, then
Yeah,
I can
okay.
see Esther probably like myself. I'll be thinking,
Okay.
But you have
if
to let me know.
If you are prepared, you're open for it.
Yes.
Because we've got a group that's like,
Let's go.
get out, man.
Robert,
What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
is it empty?
It's empty. It's empty. Don't worry. It's okay. I planned it. It's empty. Cat was like,
That's Ducky.
get out, man. But you're like, if I know you're into fitness anyway,
yeah.
you know what I mean,
I don't
like
mind
that,
a
and
walk.
you don't
Yeah.
mind.
If
Okay.
a nice walk in the park, I think would be really nice.
Okay.
And then the picnic because I do like picnic.
Like there has to be some type of food at least.
The question says walk only, guys. Walk only. Right.
yeah.
Time walk,
Yeah,
but then
it's a walk.
next
it's a walk.
time,
It's
yeah.
a walk. It's a walk.
Yeah, no,
Because
but the
it
next
didn't say
time it'll be a
location.
picnic.
There's nothing about nice location. You lot might be walking in a bush. No location.
Or through London.
No animals, just
Through London.
crickets. That is not safe. Why is he taking you on a walk on a first date? Where is he taking you guys? Think about it.
Esther, you've watched too many
That
horror
will be your
movies.
first and last
There's
date.
too much there's too much Netflix
Ah,
in there.
I watch
the-
too many documentaries. Why does he want to take on a walk for? Huh?
Well, we got some comments here. It's kicking off here. I'm just catching up. It says here, Manchurians might be Chinese. That's what Jeanette says. Candy says, next time it's a treadmill. We have Prince saying, going on a walk is a perfect first date, but me must be ready to hold a conversation. Okay, he must return a conversation. Prince says, she said, good morning, breakfast show in Spanish. Yo aprendo español. Thank you, Prince. Wise MCL said, I'm a female. Okay, so Wise, okay, so she was like cool with it. Jeanette says, go for a walk and then
Wait,
finish
she's
up.
calling you pasta.
Which one?
Why is it calling you pasta?
It's like this sometimes.
Yeah.
Yep. So Jeanette says, go for a walk and then finish up at a coffee shop if it goes well. That's it. So one that doesn't cost you nothing. Just burn some calories, get some steps in. And if you're like,
And let's continue the conversation.
no, I got a better one. Check this out.
yeah?
And if it's like, I like this one.
The chosen.
No. I like this one.
Is it Thor?
Yeah, four. I like this one. And then you go off.
I don't
and-
know about the I like this one thing, but I just realized
Yeah, Miss
that you were
Marvel,
catching-
she was talking, and then they were in the Avengers Tower, and the hammer came. I like this one.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Now I get
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and
Right.
you go. You say, okay, I'm gonna
watches
spend money
too
now.
much
I'll spend
movies.
yeah. I like my references, you know. Jessica Campos is here saying good morning, breakfast show. Campos, the Sayoma meaning breakfast Spanish, and going for a walk on a first date isn't a bad idea. Remember, you are both getting to know each other. You may even end up at a restaurant.
Yes, or a cafe or something. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Okay, that's hope there. Walking.
She's not impressive.
Walking will get you peckish. Yeah. So you go and want to spend some money afterwards, boy. What do you think, Ignatius?
Wow.
As a dude, because I know the girls are divided, the ladies
Yeah.
are divided.
Yeah.
The men are like, yeah, man, it would be good. I want to hear what you have to say.
I think the girls are right in their own right
Yeah.
because that's who they are.
Yeah.
You can't expect to take Her Majesty
Yeah.
to a place where there's no food and there's nothing good. You understand? So the walk for me, it should not be a 5K.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It should be on a surrounding where food is at reach.
Okay.
There are some place to sit down.
Okay.
Then you walk. Then you come back to where you can sit and relax. It's for me. I already bring in my idea of the love walk already.
That's right, guys.
So that kind of walk
Yeah.
is good. But to trek,
Thank you.
Well, it's not very comfortable. So look, guys, just to let you know that the Love Walk is coming up. The Love Walk is happening here in the UK. And you know what? I actually got a video here for you. Let me just put this. I'm going to put it now here, Kat. Every lady's different, right?
Yeah.
Every lady is different. I've just sent you a video clip, Kat. Every lady's different. We have the Love Walk coming up on the 14th of September.
Yeah.
It's the
Yeah.
14th of September. And it's going to be a great opportunity for you to capture somebody, right? Obviously, if it's Esther, you better make sure there's food afterwards and everybody in that camp because a walk-in just wouldn't Got it. Just, if it's Deborah, let me know where I'm going.
Yeah.
Don't just show up and give me a pair of trainers not knowing my shoe size. That's not a good situation.
Yeah.
But also, I think bear in mind that, like what you said, every woman is different. I mean, they're so different. Check this clip out. This is interesting.
Girls don't want flowers for Valentine's Day.
I want flowers. I want flowers. I want flowers for Valentine's Day.
There you go. So women are different. Women are different. Women are different. So first date, I think better do a research first. If you have that in mind.
Ask the person's friends what they like.
Yeah.
So that you get a bit
That's
of an
a good
idea what
idea.
to do.
Yeah. That's
You,
it.
you do intelligence search.
Sherlock Holmes. Yeah. Might even do a credit check. See if you got a gym membership. I'm saying, like, see, go find out what you didn't find out. It ain't gonna be what I like that, people. All right, so we got some comments. So hint, Deborah said walk-ins a park, and she ready.
Yeah.
Interesting. Tanaka says Marvel fan, and also Tanaka says lots of laugh. I bet Esther is thinking it will get you peckish or on the next documentary. Yeah, absolutely. And after Rich is like 5K walk. All right, guys, look, we're going to get into this. We're going to show you certain elements of last week's love therapy from last week. It's going to be absolutely phenomenal. And we're going to be talking about the talent that we have, that we're responsible to develop our love life, the talent that we have to develop our relationship life. And we're going to learn a lot. It's going to be amazing. The table of justice is here. We haven't seen Will yet. He'll be parachuting through the glass ceiling very, very soon. But we're ready. Ready for this, Mr. Ignatius?
Yeah,
you ready for this, Deborah?
Yeah, let's go.
Yes, and Esther, you woken up? Yeah, you good?
Yeah, I'm here.
Getting there.
Active.
As we go for conversation, I know you.
The shirt woke me up.
I love that shirt, man.
Same.
I love that shirt.
My wife, I don't know where she found it.
Yeah.
I just put it.
See, good life, man. You just like.
I knew he was doing it for the wife.
So much colour, vibrant.
That's awesome. All right, guys. So look, more awesomeness coming up. Don't go anywhere. Wake everybody up. If you don't know, you got to know. Make sure you are part of the Breakfast Show broadcast. The number is on your screen now. And just send us a message. Please add me to the Breakfast Show broadcast, please. With your name and the town, country, and continent you're from, so you do not miss a Breakfast Show beat. As well as that, having this number on speed dial, make sure you're also on our Instagram. We're almost at 3,000 followers. We want to get more. We want to take over the world. There's 8 billion people on the planet. So why not go for that target? Yes or no? In it.
Open.
Yeah?
It's open.
It's open, exactly. Absolutely. So, Kat, what is the Instagram number,
The
please?
Instagram is at Official Liberty Radio.
That's simple, that quick. That's how we roll. Just go in Instagram. I don't have Instagram yet. It's easy. They want you, so just join. They want you.
We want you.
We want you as well. Yeah, we do. All right, guys. We'll be right back in just. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Oh, God. Everyone's going into it. Esther's soundtrack should be Judge Judy soundtrack or the War Song soundtrack. What do you think, Esther?
I'll take it.
Yeah, good.
I love Judge Judy, mate.
Yeah,
Good.
she's straight to the point. She doesn't mince words.
All right, that's for Chanel. And Jeanette says, yes, where there are benches, maybe a little ice cream van or a cafe. I don't see the problem.
Yeah.
It's okay with that. Okay, I'm seeing mixed feelings here. All right, guys, we'll be right back in just a moment, right after. Okay, what's single first?
We've got Daily by Ryan Ofe, Lumen Blaze, and Becca.
You like that one, Debs?
Yeah.
You like that one? Look, I see the joy in your eyes. You know when you get your song, your song hits, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's nice. It's good. Good soundtrack.
Love it.
I like it.
Enjoy these.
Joining you on your London commute, The Breakfast Show with Robert Ashitey.
Have a good day. And all my homies wanna ride today. And all these mommies look fly today. And all we wanna do is get by today. Hey, we're gonna have a good day. And ain't nobody gotta cry today. 'Cause ain't nobody gonna die today. You can save that drama for another day. Hey, we're gonna have a good day.
All right, guys, this is your breakfast show. It's that time. We are happy, smiling, and shining. It's a completely new day, and we just had our time out and some good music. And I'm really impressed, Kat, you know, the universal access point, you know? I love that advert, the different works and outreach works to serve the community that are in the help center and provided by the help center. The help center does a great job. You know, it sponsors the breakfast show. And if wherever you see a help center with a logo, with a heart, with a dove inside, they're going to be there ready, people there ready to help and serve. Yes or no, Ignatius?
Brilliant idea. Universal access point.
Beautiful.
He said so.
Absolutely. And also joining us in the studio, crashing through the glass ceiling of the breakfast show, we have the one and only I Am Will this morning. How you doing, Will?
Hello, everybody. Good morning to everyone.
That's how we roll. Okay, so we're going to let you settle in as well. This morning we did pose a question very briefly. I'm going to touch on it very, very briefly, where we asked the question, Kat, what was it?
The question was... Oh dear. The question was... what are your thoughts of a man taking a lady out for a walk as the first date?
All right, what are your thoughts of a man taking a lady out for a walk? The ladies were divided. The men were like, yeah, sure, why not? All right, and Nature said, all right, you know what? You got to think about it because the lady's different. And Deborah's like, yeah, you got to let us know if you're planning something like that. There were some questions. There were comments here on the Breakfast Show WhatsApp line. I just want to go through very briefly. I always like to encourage that if you are going to type something, type it in a live chat. If you're sending a voice note, then voice note me on the WhatsApp line. It just makes it easier as well for me to manage the flow of things. It says here, we had some questions, some comments. So Jeanette says, Chanel says in South Africa, morning breakfast show family. For me, the walk must lead to a picnic with food. I don't want to just walk to nowhere. Once I become hungry, I'll be very grumpy.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, not a very good first date then, would it? All right, we had Maria in Hackney saying, well, it depends on where the walking will be and for how long. Well, a walk with a picnic surprise put in there somewhere, little surprises along the walk would be okay as a starter. The original love walk, why not come on? Why not come, Esther? I hope I spelled your name right. Estier. That was from Maria.
I'm feeling like I'm getting attacked.
No,
that's not. Basically, we got Nasifo. We have a comment here from Chanel. Chanel says, war must... Oh, I think she's got a track for Esther. Oh. This is the war song music. Okay. Oh, wow. And we got a comment here as well.
Good morning, breakfast family. Buen dias, familia. I hope you're all good. So, the response to the morning coffee question would be depends. So, if the guy was to say, would you like to go out on the first date? And then out of the blue, he says, let's go for a walk in the park. I'll be like, okay, you should have said something. I would have carried my walking shoes. Yeah. But if he comes up to me...
Oh, wow. Oh, she deleted it.
What happened?
Oh, wow, she deleted it.
She deleted it mid...
Yeah, it's just like all everything blah, blah, blah.
Oh no!
It must have been by accident.
Okay, well, change of thoughts then. Okay, we have another one. This one has chosen to be anonymous. All right. Okay. Let's have a look. It says here.
What's going on, Robert?
What is going on with the WhatsApp line this morning? Oh, dear. Everyone's like hiding their answers. What's going on, guys?
Oh dear.
All right, here one. There we go. Okay. Speaking of experience, I walk on the first date is really not a bad idea. We actually took a walk at the mall for my first date. We didn't even notice that time was going. We spent around 2 to 3 hours there. But what was important is that we got to know a lot about each other. We were able to comment on things we saw, as well as we got to understand the way we thought about things, our likes and dislikes. And of course, what's a date without food? We had to top it off with McDonald's.
Oh no!
That's from
After
London,
a walk,
right?
McDonald's.
Risky business.
Let me stay quiet, mate.
Each woman is different. We had to top it off with McDonald's. We didn't spend much money, so it's actually a good idea. But opinions differ.
Maybe not McDonald's.
Oh, that's what actually happened. I thought that was a...
That was actually
apologies.
Happened.
Okay.
Yep.
It's sort of like the lastminute.com thing, isn't it, afterwards?
Or
so
like an unexpected date.
Okay,
I think that's what happened. They got a little bit hungry and said, let's eat something.
I don't know. I need to speak for this one. Because for me, in this generation, if someone's going to ask you on a first date, it's not just a random, like, I just met you, let's go on a date. Like, he's seen you, he's thought about you, like, he sees something in you.
Yeah.
A walk.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the best you could. A walk. No.
life in this day and age is not easy. No. Was it this trivial back in the day, Mr. Ignatius? Women have always been this trivial.
You have to, you know.
Wow. Sarah from Luton says, although I prefer something else, like a picnic, going for a walk for a first date is not too bad. It's not bad if the conversation flows nicely and smoothly. By the time you finish talking, you've done 5 kilometers without realizing. But if the conversation is downwards, it's not for me. Each woman is different. Each woman is different. And for sure, wherever you come with your mindset, guys, please do your research. Otherwise, as you were seeing here this morning, you'll be in very big trouble.
What?
and then we say it is hair. No, it's you not doing your research, mate. Don't come with that. Just get out, mate. Well, we have M. Pedro saying no, attack Miss Esther. Don't forget, walking is an original love walk. Indeed. All right, okay. Chanel sent me back a voice note. Okay, I'm looking at the time. All right, let's see if we can fill this one in.
Good morning, breakfast family. Sorry, I deleted it by mistake. Sorry about that. So what I was saying was, if he had not told me that we were going for a walk, but he said we were going out on a date, then I would say, why didn't you say something? Because I would have carried some comfortable shoes. But if he had asked me in advance, oh, would you like to go for a walk? Then at least I can come prepared and we'll go for that nice walk and talk and get to know each other. Okay. However, I am expecting a coffee date afterwards. I am expecting something where I could sit down and relax in a restaurant or in a coffee shop. So it can't be something that we do every time. Hopefully.
I knew that was coming.
Take care.
No, I agree. Yeah.
Okay.
It'd have to be that first time.
We gotta move on. We gotta move on. I'll even let, but we gotta move on because we've got a lot of content and very little time. All right. But okay, just Will, because you haven't spoken yet. Are you cool with a walk as a first date?
As a first date, no. I think it should be like a prequel to a date. So I actually very much echoed the thoughts of what was just mentioned there. Like the same way that you might ask someone out to go for a coffee, I think you just say, oh, let's go for a walk, rather than, I want to take you on a date and you surprise her with a walk. Like I don't think that's really on.
Okay, so it's not a date. It's just like
a walk.
A walk.
Yeah. Let's just go for a walk.
So don't come with the mindset that this is a date, man.
Yeah.
Okay, this is interesting.
I think the point is well taken because for ladies, when you say a date, then you put yourself into
it means something different.
Yeah, they expect.
Wow.
If you call me to go on a walk,
a bouquet and many other things.
A walk is very therapeutic as well.
Yeah.
So guys, this is me checking to see what page of Revelation we're on. All right. Definitely, I think that's interesting. There are a lot of trends that go on the internet now, and people get some interesting ideas in their minds. But you just don't know what kind of woman you're dealing with and what her expectations are. So let's tread carefully. And speaking of treading carefully, this morning we're going to be going into elements of our last love talk. By the way, the love walk is coming soon, 14th of September. If you're in the UK, get ready for it. Find out whatever country, continent you're on, where they're doing it. All right, that's the poster there. It's a green color. I thought it was always going to be red, but we've got green, nature, and all that kind of good stuff. So find out at your local UKG Health Centre what's going on. If you're not too sure about your local UKG Health Centre, message us on the Breakfast Show WhatsApp line. You should have us on speed dial by now. Now, it says here, we're going to go into the first element of our material for today because it is relationship power. We're going to be looking at tools, tips, and ideas, ways to take care of our relationship life with ourselves, those around us, and romantic relationships. And Bishop James and Miss Helena, they drop some golden pearls. Pearls can even be golden.
Yeah.
Can be. Why not? Why not? Huh?
They can be purple.
Purple, yeah. Let's drop in some pearls, valuable pearls. Oh wow. Oh, nice one, Nocifo. I can see that you put us on your story. Well done, Nocifo. over there in South Africa. You're awesome. Everybody do that. Come on, we need to let people know the breakfast show is happening. All right, so we're going to go into this right now, and I'm really, really excited, and we've got so much material that we've got laid up for you guys. Very interesting material. I'm going to get some feedback from the table of justice on the things that we're going to be seeing today. And the first one is this. Why is love talk important? Why is love therapy important? Why are these conversations important? The reason why it's important, because guess what can happen sometimes? We could be on singles hour, or we could see someone that we like down the street, and we make some of these type of mistakes. Check this out.
When she's in front of you, never approach her from behind.
Hey miss, hey, you're really pretty. Hey miss, you're really pretty.
This is because she can't even see you. Never start touching as an initiation.
Hey Stevie, do you know where the Starbucks is?
Don't touch me.
Don't ever back them up against the wall.
Hey miss, hey, do you know what time it is? I just wanted to meet you, so I wanted to say hi.
That's creepy.
Look, no time, dude.
Give her space to walk. Respect her personal space.
Hey Stevie, do you know where the Starbucks is?
No, find me.
Don't ever force them against the corner. Instead, walk in front of her, initiate conversation, then stop.
Hey miss, do you know where the Starbucks is?
Yeah, it's like down the street 1 block and you'll see it on the left.
Oh, you're super pretty, by the way.
If she stops and talks to you, she's interested. If you stop and she keeps walking, don't chase her, let her go.
Hey miss, do you know where the Starbucks is?
It's a block that way, you'll see it
Oh,
on the
okay. Hey,
left.
by the way, you're like really pretty, you know, like I want to meet you and...
I'm not going to Starbucks.
So, you know, we had a few techniques there. I mean, sometimes maybe you want to speak to a lady and you treat it like evangelism on Saturday. You know, literally like...
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. That is the same approach. The same. Don't look like you're about to
pounce or something.
Yeah.
You're about to put her in a cage. You block her access, then automatically the natural defense come on.
Yeah.
Oh, he's about to put me through something. Oh.
Yeah.
You understand? You got to
be relaxed. Yeah.
Natural. Maybe just say hi. Then you go, you pass through. Then the next day or the next hour. Oh, I saw you the other day. I thought you live somewhere here. Do you know this place? Because she already saw you.
Okay. 2024 is complicated, you know. Like, I'm coming to Esther. Debs, you was like a bit like, that's, oh gosh, I'd hate that to be me.
Yeah, I think for her, I could see, like, you could see she was uncomfortable, and because he was closing in on her personal space, and not everybody likes that. You know what I mean? And as I said, even with the touching, like, yeah, the touching shouldn't.
I don't know you.
No, yeah, this shouldn't. That shouldn't be.
Okay.
But the fact is, him coming in front and speaking to her normally is fine. But the chasing down, no. It's like if they want to go, let them go.
Sounds like something that I would have done back in the day. I mean, what are your thoughts on that for a female?
We're living in a generation where you can't really be doing stuff like that because you've got a lot of pickpockets out there. You've got a lot of robbers out there, weird people out there. Yeah. But sometimes you need to see, like, is the person reciprocating that kind of energy? If not, like, stop it quickly. Like, just you need, if it's on the road, you gotta act fast. You'll know if a person's interested in talking to you.
Will, have you ever chased down a female like that?
Chase down.
Chase down is a strong statement.
Yeah. Goodness no. Even if it's not chasing, I ain't done anything similar to that before. but yeah, I found them. It's quite funny because I felt like the consistent theme there was like to read the room. I felt like so many people, even if it's a stranger, people just they don't have it in their mind to read body language and facial expressions. Like if someone's walking on as you're talking to them, that should be a clear sign. But you'd be surprised how many people are, you know, acting like it's a movie where it's like, oh no, you clearly didn't let me finish my sentence. I was trying to say this and that. It's like, no, they're just not interested. And sometimes you got to have the humility to just let that go. I think what I've seen from a lot of guys in this day and age, they're not very humble. They take a lot of offense when they're not being given that time of day.
Wow.
Have you seen, like, there's been multiple people that have gotten stabbed for rejecting giving their number to a guy? Have you seen that?
No. Really?
That's why they advise, like, young girls, that especially young bartender girls that work like late shifts, if a guy asks you for your number, give it and then block them after. Because in America, even in London, just a couple months ago, a female
Yeah,
was stabbed
Croydon.
because she didn't give the number to the guy, and he was with his boys.
Yeah.
So he felt
Just
like that public
ridiculous.
embarrassment.
So there's a lot of dynamics here, and that's why the love therapy is so important.
Yeah.
A safe environment, you know what I mean? A managed environment where everyone who's there, who's organized it, looks for your well-being and your welfare.
And they're not crazy.
And they're not crazy. Very, very important. But you know what?
Helpful.
Talking about crazy, you know, and talking about the love therapy, you know, some people like they want a happy love life, you know. They want to find somebody and they just need the tools. I mean, sometimes we just don't know what to do. And we be like at the street looking for a woman or a man of God like this.
I've seen that one.
A bird calling.
Love therapy is every Thursday at 8 o'clock here in the Rainbow Theatre. All right, there's no need to do any of that, right, Ignatius?
My goodness.
That's extreme.
All right, but speaking of that, sometimes we can actually get it quite wrong, all right? Because imagine we got singles hours and that conversation's coming and people can actually go left. So the great thing about singles hours is that you're in a good environment, but also you're reading the person. And sometimes we can get old habits before we've had a singles hour seminar that we bring into that singles moment when we're talking with someone. And we can make mistakes like this one coming up here. Check this out.
Getting to know each other on a first date be like?
So what do you do for a living? I'm an autonomous electronic financial exchange private agent. Huh? That's good. What about you?
Me? Well, I'm a phalanges technician specializing in consultation and treatment.
Wow. Wow. Amazing.
I know, right?
Wow. I'm impressed.
Yeah. Don't make S there. You know when you spruce up your CV?
Yeah. Shushing it up a bit. Yeah.
I've been in that situation.
Oh, you have? Tell us about it. Tell us about it.
Yeah, like shooting up big words. Then I found out that you were a receptionist at the same hotel that I was supervising.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Find
Which
out,
is
right.
absolutely fine. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? Like in this economy, having a job is a great start.
Yeah.
But you're saying that you're this
don't lie.
big
Yeah.
position, and then
Yeah.
I'm your supervisor. I'm your branch supervisor.
It's like a movie.
Didn't you just laugh?
It's just.
How did you react?
What? That was my question. How did you sort it out?
It was. I had to control myself for that one, but I just laughed. I just laughed and walked away, because it's embarrassing
It's
for the
funny.
person.
Yeah.
Because you didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
You didn't have to do that.
Listeners, have you been through such a situation where you may have told stories and inflated your role as a job or wherever you do, or maybe someone done it to you? Let us know in the live chat. Very, very interesting. But it's very, you know, the love is a fickle thing. It's actually a minefield, right? And here's the interesting thing about love, right? We've got a nice clip, because when you do come to love therapy and you do learn a few things, I'm sure you can agree with you, we try our best to become more spiritual.
Yeah.
And this is the image that we normally walk around with inside of our house. Christian fights be like, I'll pray for you. Be like, I'll pray for you harder. Maybe do a Daniel fast. That's where we want to get to.
Yeah.
That's what we're aiming for. That's where we want to get to. And that's why this is all very, very necessary. I mean, I'm sure you've gone through that quite a few times, Ignatius.
A lot. Don't know where to start. But the case here is when you, no matter the situation, be truthful.
Yeah.
It gives you peace of mind. Even if you're full of mistake, but you're truthful. They don't expect somebody to find things later that are not tallying with what you say.
Yeah.
So you put the person off. But every little word you said is true.
Yeah.
It's you'll make them to want more.
That's
of
the
where
right
is the
person.
truth came. Yeah.
The right person. If you're truthful about yourself,
yeah,
the right person will be intrigued.
Yeah.
That's true, you know.
That's all.
Because I'm thinking about it, because sometimes there are people that are quite quirky. Right, there's some people that want to be the dark overlord and, you know, they want to be very serious all the time. But there are people that actually love quirkiness. They love people who are quirky personalities, quirky attitude, right?
100%.
And everybody's, and sometimes we disqualify ourselves because we don't like ourselves. That's a huge one. I mean, what about you, Debs? Do you like quirky people or serious
Of course
people?
I like quirky people. Like, what kind of question is that? You know what? Yeah, sorry, boss. Yeah, I do. I like fun people. I like people that are fun. I don't mind if you're on the quiet side of things. It's fine as long as you talk. But if it's like I'm talking, and I'm not getting
dragging
anything,
conversation.
Yeah, I'm like, I'll just be like, you know what? It was really nice catching up. I said, I think I got something to do. I'll be gone. No, because the thing is, you have to have that flow.
Yeah.
You have to have that conversation. Do you know?
Can two quiet people get on in a relationship?
I think so. You're both quiet. You're both boring, mate. Oh, not even. Sorry, let me change my statement. You're both quiet. You both can match. Yeah, you both match.
Yeah.
But I've never. Sorry, keep forgetting I'm on the radio. But yeah.
There are people who are very meditative. They're like, and also the lady would be like, and he's like.
What is going on?
But translated, that means I fancy you, and she's like, I think you're handsome. But they're just having intense stares, and then a few words come out like, do you like the coffee? But it means a lot to the quiet people because that's how they communicate.
Yeah.
It's very fascinating. I find would you date a quiet lady, like a lady doesn't talk much?
I did, and not again. But
why?
Because it was hard. Because I had no, actually, if I'm just being honest, it was too difficult, and it's because like you like the person's character, you find that you have certain things in common, but when you're not like that, it's such a big difference. Like always trying to accommodate for that person, especially where for me, like where I feel like I'm a guy, like I'm not too, I'm not even thinking about my own necessary comfort or anything like that. Like I think a lot about. If we if we go on a date or if we hang out and things like that, like how is this person gonna feel, making sure that they're okay, and then when you're constantly thinking that, it's quite draining. And even for me, like I spend a lot of time, I wouldn't even be sure if this person actually enjoyed themselves. They tell me they do, but I can't read the body language. So I was like, eventually it just didn't work, and I wouldn't do it again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, on that note, guys, just to say everybody's different.
Yeah.
And we love you all.
We love you all. Absolutely. Different personalities, right?
Indeed.
You got how many children?
5.
And they all have different personalities. Kind of, I don't know. Oh, father.
Yeah, but they have one thing in common.
They have one or two things in common, but they're all
Because they are
different.
Ignatius children.
The trademark.
The DNA is strong in this one.
Powerful.
And speaking about the DNA being powerful, maybe you need a few lyrics before you go out there in the field and speak to someone. So how about we share with you today some Christian riz as you go in the battlefield of single life.
Let's see.
Check it out.
Christian pickup line.
Are you milk or honey? Because you look like something I was promised.
Hey. What do you think, guys?
Are you water? Because Jesus turned you into fine. For you, I would slay 2 Goliaths.
Okay.
I know you really said no once, but call me Joshua because I'm going to break down your walls.
Hey, I like that one.
How many times do I have to walk around you to get you to fall for me?
Hey.
Are you a fisher of men? Because boy, you railed me in.
You may not think I'm perfect, but Jesus thinks I'm to die for. Hey, you can call me Joseph because I'm gonna marry you one day.
Okay, I know Moses carried the Red Sea, but baby, I no one carried me and you. Are you Abraham's nephew? Because I like you a lot.
Have you found that good thing?
Not yet.
This good thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I will part the Red Sea for you. Peter.
Your Christian pickup line.
All right, that was good. So you had some quirkiness in there. Guys, what are your thoughts on that? Any that you would use, anything like,
I think I like the Wall of Jericho one. I think that's the only one
Yeah.
I like, but all the rest of them I was like,
Oh, gosh, wow.
I cringed a bit.
And guys, any that you like that he picked up there in the little riz? Come on then. I can see you loading them up there, Will. Come on.
No, you're mistaken.
Oh,
I mean, I'll say in general, I've never my whole life. I don't think preemptive lines work. I'm so surprised that
Okay.
If I'm being honest with you, I'm surprised that they're not extinct.
Wow.
Because I've never never witnessed anyone do it, so maybe I'm like, okay, maybe I've not seen it in action.
Okay.
But you know, I've only ever seen them in TV shows and
Fresh Prince.
like sitcoms and stuff like that. It's like, I just can't imagine that happening in real life. Like someone actually like falling for that. It's like, and you've got them hook lines. Like,
wow.
I just can't imagine.
It could be an icebreaker. I mean, Kat, you don't like preemptive lines, Kat?
I don't think I'll fall for it.
And then you just look at them like,
Huh?
it's like,
really?
Okay.
All right.
Have you ever used a pickup line?
Oh,
I can't remember.
In the past.
I was the person I would have used a pickup.
Yeah.
I would have.
You seem like
I
that
would have done.
How did you approach?
I can't even remember anything.
How did you approach her?
Who, Nicola?
Yeah.
Do you really want to know?
Yes.
Yeah, didn't you?
Yes.
Do you really want to know?
Yes.
You're on the spot. Rob, you're on the spot.
Okay. This is how I approach her. Firstly, I asked Chrissy B.
Yeah.
I was like, Chris, you know what?
Were they friends?
Nicola, yeah, she was our tribe leader in the VYG.
Okay.
And so, well, she was another team. And like, you know, I think Nicola's cool. Oh, you like Nicola? Yes. How do I do this? I don't know. Talk to her. So then I take it to Pastor. And Pastor's like, you like Nicola? Talk to her. Speak to her. Pastor Bruno, talk to her. I'm like, all right. So then I said, guess what I did? What do I know how to do? I needed to write poems. So it was all going to cinemas of VYG. Wrote her a poem. I said, this is for you. And then she took it, she read it, she's avoiding me at first. And then afterwards I was like, so I gave it a letter. Give it a poem. Yeah. I was like, what do you think? So what do you think? She goes, I didn't know. Like, so can we talk? So I was very like, trying to get things as much as I can remember.
You went soft first with the poem, and then after you're like, oh, what do you think?
Yeah, that's me.
Wow.
That's me. Yeah, those. There was no love talk like we have today. There's no love talk, but I was very
I've never seen
upfront.
that before.
Open.
I'm very upfront. Yeah, that's those times, isn't it? We're in faith. That's it.
And there's a little bit of mind what you do, because we from our generation, cards and poetry were the best.
Yeah.
And so just to draw the person to find out how
your
you
interest.
really,
Yeah.
amazed about how you really,
Yeah.
those kind of things. So I remember I even wrote several cards to my wife.
Is that so?
Of which she
wow.
kept
Of
for
course you
many
did.
years.
Oh, that's so
There
cute.
used to be those Portuguese nice glossy cards with the Malibu and those kind of natural flowers.
Is that
Oh, wow.
you the man.
Don't make them like that no more.
No, not that. 2044. Wow. So look, guys, there you go. So we gave some Christian reads. We gave some examples. Obviously, we are all different, and whoever you may talk to may see a poem and be like, pfft. So make sure, disclaimer, you always do your research. All right, now speaking of love talk, by the way, Richie says, telling the truth is very important. If you're a waiter, don't claim to be a restaurant manager. The truth always comes out in the end.
Exactly,
If they like you, then that's up to them. Give them the choice, right?
Yeah. And it could spoil things as well. Because what if they actually did like you and now they found out you're lying?
Yeah.
And it's an automatic giveaway that you don't rate your actual reality. So how do you expect someone else to?
And you can't trust them.
So, yeah.
Because if you're especially lying about your age, a lot of people lie about their age.
What?
Yeah, a lot of guys out there, they'll say that they're older than what they actually are, which is very dangerous.
Very dangerous. So guys, be careful. It's a battle out there. But guess what we have? We have the Love Therapy every Thursday at 8 p.m. where we learn to love intelligently. Brain over heart when it comes to love life. Otherwise, could end up getting burned. And speaking about loving intelligently, let's go into the first segment of today's Love Talk, where we're talking about multiplying the talent in your relationship. I'm looking forward to this one, guys. So let's take some notes and let's check it out. Hey, just a quick interruption. I know you're enjoying the show, but don't forget, if you haven't already, robustly smash the like and subscribe button. Do it now. Do it now.
In the parable of the servants, 25:21, it says, his Lord said to him, well done, good and faithful servant. You were faithful over few things. I will make you ruler over many things. Enter into the joy of your Lord. A parable is a story, it's not reality. But Jesus used that to illustrate something. A master came to a servant and gave him 5 talents. Could be 5 pieces of silver, 5 coins, we don't know. To another one he gave 2, and to another one he gave 1. The one who had the 5 talents, he took the 5 talents, invested it. When the Lord came back, the master came back, he had how much to give to him? 10. The one who had 2, what did he do? Invested it, multiplied it, he gave 4 back to the master. But the one who had 1, he was afraid to lose it, and he hid it, he buried it. So when he came back, when the master came back, not only did he give the 1 talent back, the servant went to the master with a backhand compliment. Because the master said, what have you done with my talent? And then he said, Lord, master, I knew that you are a severe, rough master who reaps where he has not sown. In other words, he was saying that he was a terrible man. So I didn't want to lose your talent. I hid it. That's a very bad thing to say. You agree with me? Do you know what many people do in relationships? They use the same principle, that instead of taking responsibility of what is in their power to make things better, they start pointing fingers at someone. Whether they say that other people are lucky, that's why their relationship is good, or they say that the husband is a problem, the wife is a problem, the boyfriend is a problem, or that if the person's single, all men are the problem. There's no one, we've heard all the excuses. There's no one in church good for me, blah, blah, blah. All these excuses. When you do that, you are taking away, you are pushing away from you the responsibility of what you have to do. When the servant said, Master, I knew that you were a tough, severe master, so I hid the talent. He was saying, you're the problem. He could have said, I was lazy, I was afraid, but instead, who did he blame? The master. Do you know when things get better in relationships? The first parable, the first lesson here in the parable of the talents is that not everybody is the same. No one is the same. Don't compare your partner to someone else's husband, to me, to the pastor, to the assistant of your church, to a friend. Don't compare. How many times, the person sees someone on TV or sees someone and they think to themselves, and some even say, I wish you were like that. I wish my husband was like that. When you do that, you are diminishing what you have. Not everybody is the same. No 2 people are the same.
That's something that's come up this morning, right? That no 2 people are the same, all right? Comparing our spouse to others, even maybe the person that we're dating, comparing them to others. Instead of taking ownership, we blame other people. We don't assume responsibility, making excuses that no one in church is good for me, and looking externally once again and making up lots of excuses, saying others are lucky, why not me? And it all comes back to the servants and the talents. I've never seen the parable of the servants and talents of the servants and the talent in this way before. It's very, very interesting. Guys, anything that stood out for any of you on the table of justice this morning?
Yeah.
Go, Will.
I'd say maybe the first initial point of neglecting to take responsibility for what you have to do instead of pointing the fingers at other people. So I want to highlight that one because that's just something that pours into lots of different types of relationships in general, but it always addresses the same kind of problem, is your ability to, or your inability to, reflect on what it is that you were supposed to have done or what you failed to do. So I think that one's a nice one, where it's kind of encouraging people not necessarily to work on your relationship with your partner so you can do better. That is more the other way around. You work on your mentality in that regard, and then that will actually just naturally have a great benefit for your relationship.
Beautiful. This comparison thing, I've been through it. Ignish, you've been through it. Guys, I've been through that comparison thing. I remember, I don't even know why my wife would say this, but it was a thing of, she would compare me to other husbands that cook. Right? Gosh, Deborah's like, because I never liked cooking. I never liked cooking, but I would cook every now and again to make her happy, regardless. Every now and again, like special occasion. But she'd be like, oh, like Jovina's my niece, right? So she'd use Jovina's dad as an example. I heard he cooks and Jay loves cooking, right? He's Mauritian. So I could see how this comparison, I didn't let it get me down. I'm like, yeah. But in some cases, it can be a big challenge. Let's see. And there are other things that can come up as well. Yes, Ignatius.
It's actually one of the things that naturally, I think we need to fight hard to detach from comparing things.
Okay.
Even myself, my wife came to that when it's come to cooking, and it was not my thing. I know how to cook, but
yeah. I hear you.
Then it came, the penny dropped that, hey, let me just
make her happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And however, from what Bishop was saying, the servant has something he wants to push to the boss, but there's something he understood. He said it, you reap where you did not sow. So he's contradicting his action. He knew
his responsibility, his duty. He knew what the master wanted.
Exactly. But because he doesn't want to look that he's the one failing, now he wants to push to the master.
Yeah. It's like Adam and Eve, right?
Exactly.
It's like Adam is like, no, check the woman. She gave it to me.
He said the woman that you gave me.
You gave.
Yeah.
Oh
because one thing about love, life in anything, if you love the person, let the person be there, but you concentrate more on doing your part.
Yeah.
Trust me, you can't go wrong. The person can be the worst of partner you ever had. As long as you just stick to what you are doing and go extra.
Yeah,
you can't get it wrong.
And I think we're talking about differences like preference, right? Because supposing the person's a maniac, all right, it's a different kettle of fish, right? Because that's your life in danger. But if we're talking about differences like not cooking, this cooking, but whatever, do you know what I mean? It's a different kind of ball game. Here's something quite interesting I want to share with all of you. Did you want to say something, Debs?
No.
I want to show you something. This clip that's coming up now. Basically, you know, when we try hard to win someone, we're happy to show, like Will said earlier, the best side of ourselves. Then when we have the person, we can kind of let things go and complain about the person requiring us to do better. Check this out. Look at her hair done nicely. Look at that. Look how nicely she's eating. Wow. But you know the funny thing is, you would never have known if you're a guy dating her. You would never have known. Check this out. God. Cool. And she will complain. Right? She will complain. Oh, Father. Yeah. Oh, Father. Now, don't get me wrong. We want to be comfortable in our own home, right? We can't be... But I thought that was a bit extreme. I don't know, Esther, I'm waiting to hear you pointing out. Ignatius first, go ahead.
Well, is that inside the house?
That's inside the house.
Something
the first one was the date.
Yeah.
And the second one was in their house. Yeah. Married.
Yeah. Like before and after. Before marriage and then after marriage.
Because you got to feel relaxed in your home, right?
Yeah.
But I still think you got to carry yourself well.
Yeah.
You know?
Don't look like a vagabond like in your house. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, at least like comb back the hair or at least put a nice tie head on, and you know, because the way she was like spread out and like yeah, just totally different. Yeah.
And you know, and obviously if I was a guy, I mean, you'd feel to complain, but she would probably say like, we're married. I mean, what are you thinking?
Like for me, I don't even know where that stemmed from. Like the whole thing of why are you getting so comfortable just because we're married. Like I feel that's when everything starts, because now you have all the time in the world, you live with them. That's, I don't know, like times have changed.
There's that frame of conquer and sustain. So some people they think that the hard battle is to conquer. After that,
let everything
funds
go.
are over, which is wrong.
Exactly. And Will, you know what? And the other person, the partner would say, look, man, when we was dating, like, you took care of yourself. Now, I'm seeing Rocky Horror Show. You know what I mean? But the lady probably wouldn't take it on board, or the man in this particular situation won't take it on board, right?
Yeah, I think you only have a leg to stand on if you have been consistent, though. So I don't think it's because if it's like, oh, I've only been dressing up a little bit more often than you, now I think I have the moral high ground to be like, oh, I'm still putting effort, you're not. It's not really the same. I think but when you're someone who you know, it's hard not to say, but this reminded me of the quiet girl that I dated. Actually, it was actually kind of like that.
Shots fired.
You know, it's like, I put in the effort a lot to get dressed for stuff, and then you'd be really casual. But again, because I try to accommodate, if you want to be comfortable and stuff like that, wouldn't say anything. But after that, I thought like, I don't think it was that cool. So I can see that in a marriage as well. Like, if you are someone that you're consistently putting in effort to try and look presentable, and you're thinking like, oh, you know, I like looking nice, but I want the person I'm with to be like, you know, feel nice, like proud to be around me, things like that. But then this person never putting in that effort. It's something that it's not gonna sit right with you. It might make different people feel different, but I don't think it's something that would sit right. Yeah. And I don't think it's. And
the person just has to watch. Wow, you just not multiplying the talent, right? And we think that we're being attacked. It's something that can easily happen. But Bishop's going to go into part 2 right now as he brings some more pearls from last week.
When you get married, you took home, you bought the product, no refunds. I usually say to Elena, actually Elena sometimes says to me, you know, when we're joking about something, sometimes, Elena, I can drive the same car for 5 years. She will not know which car I drive. Or not I drive, but we use. Sometimes I'm in the car park, and a car that is complete. If I point the key to an SUV, you know an SUV? She will go with the shopping bags there. We've never seen this car, different color, different shape. And then I said, no, it's not. Oh, okay. And then she says, she's not here, but she's watching me now. She says, oh, you married me, no refunds. I say the same thing to her. And this is true. A lot of people, they don't understand. You bought something, you took something home, you got married. Take what you have, what God gave you, make it better.
Yeah. All right, so this is it. So maybe you have somebody who's let it go, all right? But Bishop's saying, you know what? Make it better. Take it as a talent. Take it on board. Hey, Debs.
Yeah, I think so. I think, like what Esther was saying, that when you get married, you want to make things better. You want to, I mean, you've done the hard work and you need to, what you should do is try to sustain that. You don't just think, oh yeah, well, let me relax, let me take it easy, everything's nice, because that's when everything falls apart. And that's a shame, really, because people still have to be doing the dating, they still have to be considerate, you still have to look after yourself as well. And I think thinking back actually to that lady that was sitting in the house and the hair was all over the place, I thought to myself, I'd have to find out what's happening with that person as well, because we don't know what's happening
in
up here.
Brain.
Yeah, but it's we're supposed to be trying to be better versions of ourselves, really.
Love it. Prince says, true, they shouldn't be compared at all in terms of comparing ourselves to someone else. Janet says, she's relaxing, man. Leave her now. That's the lady that's in the garden just chomping food. Janet says, I know, right? Janet says, and enjoying life and food, obviously. So she's clearly, like you said, not understanding or seeing the priorities. Yeah. But I love Miss Helena's example of Bishop James and Miss Helena shared this story that Miss Helena, like, even though it seems strange that she never gets what car they came in, right? And so someone could say, come on, why don't you know what's wrong with you? Blah, 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 blah. But it's like, that's her quirk. That's her quirk. And it's like, I won't hold that against you. And Miss Helena's like, yep, you got me.
Yeah.
But that's the beauty. And that's what makes the person unique and special. These little quirks make the person extra special.
Because some of the things also that make a relationship and a marriage work is those kind of things, because that's how you know that's your girl.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
You know already that she won't get that.
Yeah.
So you have to be there. Oh, not this one, baby's here.
Yeah. Exactly. And you understand each other.
And you understand each other. And for the girl, for the lady, the husband supposed to come in and just give her a boosted.
Yeah. Grace.
Can you see this picture? That was my beautiful girl.
Yeah.
Can you see this one here? This one needs work.
Yeah, exactly. Compliment.
So, exactly.
Beautiful. I've got something actually here to show you guys. And this is about, one of the greatest moments I had in my life is when my wife came with me to Ghana. My wife is always very picky about food. It was years until she actually tasted salmon. That's my wife, Nicola. However, when we went to Ghana, guess what? She was all for it. She was ready to learn. She was with my cousins. We all eat out of the same bowl. Yeah. I thought it was going to be over. She's going to fight, But she was actually on board, and it actually warmed my heart that she was flexible to change, and we was able to work it out. So maybe you might be a culinary thing, it might be a food thing, it might be a behavior thing. But when you get someone willing to try, look what it looks like. It's actually really good.
Nails on.
That's it. She's learning.
No.
Oh, come on.
But she's. I'm with you. I get it. She gets the spirit. That's it. That's and you got. Why, Esther? Why are you doing this? Why? Esther, why?
It's to the extreme.
Oh God!
But it's cute. They're matching each other. They're making an effort.
Which is very important to do. You gotta make an effort.
He's got his quirk. Imagine she stayed there just snarling at him and he's there chomping away by himself. No, they were working it out, But anyway, guys, let's go on to number 3. Come on now.
Bishop Renato and Miss Christiani, she was so shy. Many years ago, when we were here in the UK and they were here, if Bishop Renato would speak about her in the service and people would look at her, just by people looking at her face would go not just red, but like red spots, like she was about to die, to collapse. That person today holds services for more than 10,000 women sometimes. How did she get to that point? Bishop Renato always used to say to her, why don't you write a book? Why don't you could hold a service with women in the church. You can do it. Today she is like that because he did what? He multiplied what? The talent. It's very easy for you to say what you don't have. People, we don't have many things. Listen, you're never going to have everything. Have you heard the saying, the grass, how does it go? The grass is always greener on the other side. In my country, we say, the chicken of my neighbor is fatter than mine. Same principle. You get it, right? It's true. We always think that, that person is better. And then sometimes the couples in the world, in social media, on the media that you look up to and you say relationship goals, you take a screenshot, you put in your social media, relationship goals. Weeks later, they are divorced. Yes or no? And there you were thinking that's the couple to copy. When in reality, what we have to do is to multiply what? Talent. God gave you someone, and that person is struggling. Help them not to struggle. It's your responsibility. God gave you that person for you to multiply the talents of that person. Elena helps me. I help her. We help each other. You have to learn that if God will not give you someone who is the finished product, we invest in making that person better, because everybody is what? Different. You know, when we were at school, I remember my science teacher always said, no two things in life are the same. Even if you have the chairs, they may look exactly the same, but when you go to the molecular structure of those chairs, they're different. Everybody's different. When we get married, we all come into the marriage with all our hang-ups and our fears and our doubts and our insecurities and all these things. And if we have the privilege to marry a person who is of God, that person is going to help us. You who are in a relationship, ask yourself if you've been multiplying the value of the person who's with you. Have you been telling that person, look, you can do it? Amen? Listen, why is it that in football, when the team is losing, the fans, what do they start to do? They start to shout. It's like the stadium is coming down, because they know they call the fans the 12th man. There's 11 players on the pitch. They call the fans what? The 12th man, because they make the difference in the team. That's what is necessary in marriage. Is a husband who says to the wife, who sometimes is insecure about something that she can do, he says, look, you can do this. You can do this. And if she said, no, I can't, instead of you losing your temper, I told you you can. That's not motivation anymore. That's not motivation. I told you you can. How can you be like that? That's not motivation. You've crossed the line. Motivation is you take the foot off the gas, give the person some space, come back tomorrow. Hey, let's try again. You can do this. Multiplying what? The talents.
Multiply the talent.
Yep.
Multiply the talent. There was so much there for us to focus on. Bishop touched on Miss Christiani, right? And Bishop Renato, literally giving her room, grace to grow and to develop. God gave you that person, so you have to multiply it. It's changing our mindset about relationship power, right? Everybody is different, and we need to be like, we can help, right? And also we should ask ourselves if we have been multiplying the value of the person that God has given us. So it's not a question of, what are they giving to me? Am I multiplying the value of this person? It sounds like if you're looking at a human natural perspective, it sounds very scary, right? Because I'm not expecting anything. Am I supposed to be happy? But it's a challenge, right? Yeah, who's gonna go first? Ignatius, yeah.
Yeah, it's those kind of scenario that there is always something kind of hidden in each and every person.
Yeah.
But that needs someone to kind of not squeeze it by force, but kind of showing the way out for it to flourish and come out.
Yeah. I hear that. There was actually, when Bishop was talking and gave the example of Miss Helena, I remembered when me and Nicholas started out, and something that God revealed to me, that was in Colossians chapter 3 verse 13. It says, bearing with one another and forgiving one another. If anyone has a complaint against another, even as Christ forgave you, you also must do. So it's giving grace to the person, knowing that the person is not perfect, is not the finished product, but I'll be patient to work with you and to help manage you to grow. There are strengths that I have, and I'm looking to support you with those strengths, and there are weaknesses I have, and if the person obviously is of God and they seek to add to that person, I know that I never cared about, when I was in the world, I cared a lot about dress code and stuff, but when I met God, I didn't care about fashion or dress code. So guess what? Instead of being stubborn, I was like, I know this woman loves dressing people up. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'll take a comment. You know what I mean? I'll take it. Anyone else have anything they want to add to what they heard? Yes.
For me, even though it's not quoting word for word, but for me, like, what I see is that when you're married to someone, you can either both be miserable, or you can either be like, listen, we're married, let's work on what we need to work on to get a positive result from this, because then what was the whole point?
Yeah.
I think sometimes people fail to understand what marriage actually is. Like, it's a lifetime partnership. Like, it's literally till death. That's what it's supposed to be. That's what it was made for. So it's just like, don't do it just for the exterior bits. Like, if you have the chance to get to know the person, get to know the person. Because once you're locked in and then you're not doing the effort, or you're cutting down on effort, it's unfair, because then you're basically trapped. Like Bishop said jokingly, there's no refunds. There's not supposed to be refunds.
No refunds.
Something you said during the piece playing, that Jennifer Lopez is having another divorce, the sixth one.
Yeah.
I feel really sad. Everyone saw on the table of justice that I kind of stamped my hand down on the table
Revolted.
because I was rooting for her. I was rooting for her, and because even when I saw the article that she said, you know what, my name is Mrs. Jennifer Affleck. Going against all the trend, going against everything, going against the celebrity status, she had something right. She took on her husband's name. You know, when they're saying no, don't do that. Do you know what I mean? But she went against the grain. But it just shows that there are some things we can do right? But unless the author, I don't know how their relationship with Jesus is, all right? But unless the author of love, we've completely surrendered to the way, the will, the instruction of the author of love, doesn't matter how beautiful we are, how much money we have, we can't sidestep him if we want to be happy in our relationship life. It's impossible. And these celebrities who, I root for some of these celebrities. Halle Berry, she was my childhood sweetheart, you know, growing up, old life. But how many breakups, you know, and it's the author of love is key, you know. You look like you're ready to fire, Ignatius, go ahead.
You know, love life is, like she said, it's one way, supposed to be one way. So money or no money, when you see a couple that is glued in, you know that they are happy from inside, and you can see their strengths together. It doesn't matter
circumstance,
material,
anything external
circumstances. And this is what the word of God from the author of love is telling us. Adam and Eve, they were just in the garden. No car, no mobile phone, but they were happy.
No Netflix.
No Netflix. You understand? Until someone broke out, that we live. But actually, the essence of love is for you to be truthful, to be happy with what you have, to cherish what you have, to know that this is me until death make us apart. This is me. I got to make it work.
So I got it now. So the man and the woman, they both complement each other to make each other better. Them working out their quirks and their kinks make them develop as a human being for the rest of society. And in finding and in having this kind of harmony between each other, they find completion of life and satisfaction.
Facts.
No matter if the world is burning, they have a home between each other.
They have their own world within the world.
Beautiful.
All world within the world.
Love it.
That's all.
J-Lo, God bless you. Help you find it. Let's go to the next one.
Bishop, if I'm single, how do I multiply my talents? The rule of thumb is that if someone, or if three people that are disconnected have told you, three separate people in three separate occasions who don't know each other, they have told you the same thing 3 times. That's God telling you something you need to improve about yourself, to give yourself a better chance of finding someone who's prepared by God. If 3 people have told you like this, maybe you live, you know, I have nothing against cats. I've had cats for many years. But maybe you have 7 cats. And your friend says, listen, I think 7 cats is 6 cats too many. And then maybe you meet someone, and then someone else weeks later, months later, a year, 2 years later, goes to your house. Oh, you have 7 cats. Wow. I think 7 cats may be, I think, overwhelming. It's God trying to show you something, because people know us. You know the good thing about people who care about you? is that people who care about you and they are of God, they will try to help you. They'll try to tell you things about your personality, about you, that if you were to work on those things, it can double the value of the talents. Amen, friends. So, you who are in a relationship, God gave you a talent. Multiply that talent. Leave here tonight asking yourself how you can multiply that talent. Because guess what? If you multiply the talent of that person, who's going to benefit? You're going to benefit. If you have a wife who's more confident, who's going to benefit from that? You are. If you work on what maybe God has been telling you, maybe using people around you, who's going to benefit from that? You are. Maybe you have a fashion sense that needs help. I remember we had a pastor here. Thank God, God really blessed him. He got married. Someone, I remember he arrived here from Brazil. I will never forget. He had a green, how do you call that material? You know that material that's very shimmering. He had like a green satin shirt, one of the first few times I saw him, and a yellow tie. I hope nobody's wearing this today, please. And if you are, forgive me. But I told him, my friend, if you go out into the street, people are going to think you look like a traffic light. I think it's better for you to try to take it easy. So if someone has told you, listen, maybe, just maybe, I just think maybe, just maybe, take it easy. This is more for the men. Ladies, please, color is amazing. But men, I hope you are not upset with me. Are you upset with me? But if someone said to you, look, maybe have a look at that. Is God helping you to do what? To multiply the talent. Because after all, you are the product that someone is going to buy. And we're not even talking about the most important, that is what's on the inside. We are starting from the point that you understand by now that it's important you are a person who has the character of God, the Spirit of God. You have integrity. That's the most important thing. And of course, the other things that we mentioned here today are important. In order for you to multiply the talents, you have to have humility. Ask God to give you humility to accept that sometimes you need to change. And it's okay. Change is good. Isn't change good? Yes or no? Why do people go on holiday? For change of scenery, change of weather. Change is good.
Change is good. We need to change. We need to change. But you know what? Sometimes when it comes to changing in love life and our ego, we're sometimes behaving like this lady here. I don't get it. I don't get it.
See, I knew it. Help! Help! What's going on?
Babe, help me.
I got you, but I need you to do something for me.
What?
Admit you were wrong.
Never.
See, I knew it.
Yep, so there we have an ego trip. Human beings are complicated, they will.
Oh yes, we certainly are.
I love how what Bishop did though, but he took it very practical. Yeah, he took it very practical, saying, look, you know what? Think how I can multiply the talent. How can I multiply? Think. Instead of thinking, you know, what's in it for me all the time, you've got the person now. How can I multiply this talent? How can I multiply this person? It changes our mindset. And here's another thing. We got some comments here. Julie says he needs to ask for a refund. That's the lady that was eating without taking care of herself. Lisburo Emporio Contenciado from Fernando in Glasgow. I don't know what that means, but I receive it.
Condensed? It's mixed of something.
All right. Nope. From Julie. Fernando says, amen. The breakfast show is dropping pearls of wisdom today. Thank you so much for that, Richie. So we have also another thing. Why is it, what also can happen is that men feel threatened. Supposing you start to see a woman who is quite quiet, quite reserved, and then she starts to become very confident, there are men that actually feel threatened. Yes or no, Esther?
That is so true, unfortunately. I feel like you need to...
Just a disclaimer, the lady's not disrespectful or anything, but she's just become more stronger, more bold.
Yeah, no, because you see life, it will either humble you or make you better as a person. It just, how you use your resources. if the person is your partner, it shouldn't be viewed as a threat because that is a representation of you.
Yeah.
I've always heard my parents say that, like my dad's like, your mum represents me, I represent her.
Yeah.
So you need to work on making yourself better as an individual as well as your partner's partner.
Love it. Drop
That's
it like
just
it's
how I
hot.
see it.
Deborah, I think you went through that somewhere in your old life, right? Where the person probably felt threatened by your get up and go.
No. I just think I had the situation that was different, that the person wasn't, like trying to work with me on the relationship. And then it was like, but it was a long, drawn out thing and it had to abandon ship. But you know what I actually thought of when thinking about what Bishop was actually talking about when he was speaking about the talents, trying to help somebody to be better. Because as he said, like somebody might have a confident person and then you might have a less confident person. So let's say if the woman says, for example, I find it like quite hard to do this or to do this presentation, but the husband's saying, yeah, you can do it, or vice versa. The woman's saying, no, I've got your back. We can, just to sit down and talk about like, how can you, there's things that you like, what do you think, can, what do you think you want to talk about? What do you want to do? And you work together on that instead of being like a tyrant and say, come on, just get it done. And nobody likes that because you just shut down.
The challenge is there's culture involved as well, right? There are some cultures that are very, literally, hardcore. I mean, you came from one of those hardcore cultures before, right? And sometimes we can be blind to see.
Oh yeah, but the thing is actually, it's give and take. When you come into relationship world, you also have to find out first where are you coming from, your background.
Yeah.
Are you from the background like mine, where the world was nothing other than is us with guns in our hands. Anybody else is nothing.
Wow.
So if you kind of bring your background world into relationship, then it's hard for you to understand that you need to change. Even at the point where you are about to fall, and someone telling you that, look, you either change or you're gone, you might run a risk to just hold on to that. But in the environment of Christianity, that's the key. If you call yourself a Christian and you are not willing to change, then you better find yourself a different name, because that's what Christian means.
Yeah.
Change is imminent, and change is what makes us who we are today.
Yeah.
Sorry, can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because I remember with one of the pastors from before, Pastor Edward and Miss Anna, they used to do the love therapy. And, Pastor Edward, he does a very good Jamaican accent, actually. Yeah. I was very impressed he went to Jamaica, but besides the point, I remember he said something that really stuck in my brain and resonated with me. He said, whether if you're in a relationship, like let's say the man is like always wanting to try to win an argument, always trying to win, and he has to prove that point. He actually said something that's powerful. He said, okay, you've won the argument, but was it worth it if you've lost your marriage?
Wow.
And I said, do you see what I mean? And it's saying vice versa. But when he said that was so powerful, because it's like, when you're not willing to to be humble.
Powerful.
Yeah.
All right. That was a very powerful one there. And now we're going to go to the final part.
Yeah.
Lots of nuggets today. So much to take in, dissect and digest. But let's finish it up with this last one so we can wrap up the show. I hope it's blessing you. And I hope this love life learning is adding. Let's go, Kat.
Who likes change? Do you like change? Change is good. Remember when, I don't know here in the UK, but remember, some of you are too young to remember this. I remember when I grew up, there were 2 channels on TV. 2 channels. Channel 1, Channel 2. Who is from that time? Just Andrea there. You were from that time. You actually. There were 2 channels. You had 3 options. Channel 1, Channel 2, What was the third option? Go out and play. The 3 options, right? But today we have all these options. We've evolved. Change is good. Everybody likes change. Today you have a channel just for sports, channel just for nature, just for knitting, for everything you can imagine. You have a channel for that. Remember when phones, you wanted to do something amazing on your mobile phone, you play the snake. Remember the snake? That phone that was like a brick. Remember that? The battery lasted for almost a week, and the most you could do to modify it would be to buy these plastic covers. Remember that? Who remembers these times? If someone told you, "Oh, do you have an app?" You say, "What's app? What's that?" Today, my friend, iPod. Why don't iPods exist anymore? You have all this in your phone. Today, people hardly use computers because your phone is a computer. We evolve. Amen, friends. Do you know why people don't like to accept suggestions of change? Because if you were to accept a suggestion of change, that means that you were wrong. And nobody likes to accept that they're wrong. But maybe we have to accept sometimes we're not right. It's a bitter pill to swallow. But those who refuse to change, they stay behind. Amen. When was the last time you took a film? I don't even remember how to say that in English anymore. Remember you used to take pictures in those cameras, then take the film to the edge technology. Right? These things disappeared because they refused to change. And that's what happens. That's why many relationships die, because people refuse to be humble, to accept that they need to change. Maybe as we were speaking, God is talking to you. Amen.
Wow, only when it changes life. Guys, good morning, and we're finishing up now. There was a lot there about refusing to change. We're learning about changing. We have a comment here from Chanel saying, sometimes it depends on the upbringing of each individual. It's common to have different personalities in a relationship, but there has to be compromise to changes. Guys, your final words, Ignatius, from what we've learned today.
Change is good. Multiply what you have to make it good for you, not for anybody else.
Beautiful.
When you accept I'm wrong, you are helping your partner, your wife. And also, when you are helping your partner, your wife, your husband to be more the way you want, you are helping yourself, not only her.
Beautiful. Deborah, final words?
Yeah, just a little something just to be better for yourself, be better for your partner, encouragement, humbleness, and patience.
Love it. Will, last words?
To welcome opportunities to be humble. It's very easy. It's like what Bishop said earlier. It's very easy to look at the things that we don't have or the things that other people don't have, because there's only so many traits that we have. But But to not always just look at the things that other people don't have, but also to look at what you do not have is just as important. So, it's nice to want to encourage other people to improve and to multiply their talents, but also to have the humility to welcome someone else to come and multiply your talents as well, that you're not already the finished package.
Beautiful, beautiful. And what you learned today as well, Esther?
If I were to put it in my own words, like self-improvement isn't easy. Self-improvement isn't easy, but the hard work pays off. Just if you want to become a lawyer or a doctor, it takes a lot of correction and a lot of studying in order to open the doors for your financial life and your success. Being in a relationship isn't any different. The more you improve, the more successful it will be, because you're not going to get worse by improving yourself. Like, you will never get a negative outcome by doing positive actions.
Yeah, human beings, we're just lazy, innit?
Yeah.
It's the laziness. So that was beautiful, guys. So this was it today about taking the responsibility to multiply the talent in our relationship. What was said also, the grass is greener on the other side. But from what I've learned today, from everything that was been passed, is the grass is greener wherever you water it. All right, so let's water it, and let's make sure, if you can be tonight in the Rainbow Theatre at 8 p.m. the love therapy continues. Deborah, you're in the love team. No, you're not the love team.
No.
Oh, it was Chanel that's part of the love team.
Yeah.
When's the next singles hour, guys? Okay.
It's normally supposed to be the third Thursday.
Okay.
But I haven't heard much.
So look out for that, and if you can, make sure you come down to the Rainbow Theatre or a UCKG Help Centre near you. It's about having a complete, robust life, and definitely let's go for it. Guys, it's been a pleasure being with you today. Thank you, Table of Justice. Ignatius, you're awesome. Thank you, Deborah. You're wonderful.
You.
God bless you. Thank you, Will. You're awesome. I am.
you.
Yes. And also, Esther, you're wonderful. You made it through the morning. And Kathleen, our lady, is sounding a phenomenal job. Yes. Tomorrow on The Breakfast Show, we're going to have a revisit Friday. All right. And we're going to be playing the program of Building a Business Within a Business. All right. Because next week, Tuesday, we're going to be having the one and only Michael from the Akinley Way joining us, talking about building a business from within a business. So we're going to replay the first interview we had with him, and for sure you'll be up to speed for next week, Tuesday. Other than that, guys, we look forward to seeing you on the new week next week, Monday morning, on your breakfast show with the same breakfast show, Vim, Gusto, and Determination. I will be in the live chat tomorrow anyway, but you know what time it's at. If you're going to start your morning, start it right. Yes or no, guys?
Yeah, why not?
Why not, right?
Why not?
This is it, and you have to tell everybody about it. How you know about some things that are going on and you just keep it to yourself. What's going on with this thing? What is going on? What do you mean? Anyway, until next time. Open camera, spreading news. Ciao for now. Ta-ta. Bye. Bye. Yeah, you're awesome. Okay, guys, I really hope you enjoyed that show and you actually captured that breakfast show, Vim. We laugh, we joke, we learn, and we equip ourselves for day-to-day life. If you want to see more, guess what? We're actually live with a live chat and a live video feed Monday to Fridays on libertyradio.co.uk from 8 a.m. in the morning. So don't miss a breakfast show beat. Like and subscribe if you haven't, and definitely connect online. And I'd like to see you there on the show. Type your name in, communicate on the morning. If you didn't already, we're also on Instagram. Check us out on Official Liberty Radio on Instagram. There's so much happening on that platform. Definitely go check it out. And I'd love to see you there. All right, have a good one.